when when x is under the square root? What cannot happen?
Anything less than.
No negatives. So basically we need x squared minus 16 to be greater than or equal to 0. How do we solve that for x?
Well, you add over the
Square minus
16.
Wait.
And then once you do that, you square root the whole equation.
You actually could do a square minus a square.
So you can do x is greater than or equal to 4.
Okay, so actually it's more like, yeah, let's do when you do the square root trick, remember it's
Plus minus.
plus or minus.
So it's plus
Ben?
minus 4.
Should we let Drew in the door?
No.
No.
No. Yes.
Ben said not to let you in the door.
That's a what?
Not to let you in the door.
Why? What's Ben's deal? He's not, bro. Dude, Ben's been bad. Well, I actually don't have any proof of that. So, of what? Ben saying that, to be honest. Ben doesn't want anyone to succeed. Ben is a terrible person. He is a terrible person.
So the x
Well, you
has to be
shouldn't
greater
trust-
than
he
or
also
equal to
thinks
4
that
less
Ben's
than or
right.
equal to negative.
But that's the thing about a
Yeah.
dishonest man. You can always trust a dishonest man to be dishonest. It's the honest ones you have to worry about.
Yeah, it has to be bigger than the big. Because if it was like 5, if x was 5, that would work. But if it was 3 squared minus 16, that doesn't work. So it's got to be bigger than the big one or smaller than the little one. It's kind of a tricky one. What else does it say?
Range
Range
zeros.
zeros.
Zeros would be 4, right? And negative 4.
Yeah, what x values make it 0 or negative 4. Range, you guys remember what the graph looks like? So, I think what I just had you guys do on this one, it's kind of weird, is just plug in the numbers that you could and kind of get a picture of the graph. Like we can plug in 5, 6, 7, kind of get an idea what that looks like, or -5, -6, kind of get an idea what that looks like on the graph. If you plug in 5 to this, you get 25 minus 16, so that's 9. You plug in 6, you get 36 minus, and the square root. 36 minus 16 is 20, so it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. If you plug in 4, though, it's 0. So out here at 4, because 4 squared minus 16 is 0. It's 0, and then it's like 3, and it just gets bigger and bigger out that way. Guess what's going to happen at -4?
Other way.
Yeah, same thing, going opposite direction. So,
All real numbers.
no.
No.
No solution.
Less
Greater
than
than or
negative
equal
4,
to
greater
0.
than 4.
Okay, less than or equal to -4, greater than or equal to 4, that was the domain.
Greater
Okay.
than or equal to 0.
Yeah, yes, why is it greater than?
Because
Because 0 or above.
Yeah, the graph goes down to 0 and goes up forever. So the range is y is greater than or equal to 0.
where did we get the square root of x minus 16 is greater than or equal to 0?
Because you can't, well, that wasn't there. Because you can't have a negative under the square root, so we were trying to figure out what the domain was. This had to be positive,
Oh, right.
so.
The square root was there.
Yeah, not when we did this part, because I drew that in later. Because this part has to be positive, but, yeah. Anyways. Didn't really matter, there's a square root on it. Okay. Gosh. 2 is a piecewise group. I'm not sure we did that one, to be honest. I can't
Wait, we're not doing the zeros?
The zeros are 4 and negative 4. It's what makes the function equal to 0. X squared minus 16 equals 0. You know what? Think I get better. Okay, so on number 2, what that means is we're supposed to graph y equals x plus 2 when the x values are less than negative 1. So x is less than negative 1. Everything to the left of negative 1, so all this stuff, should look like the line y equals x plus 2. What does the line y equals x plus 2 look like?
Starts at 2.
Starts at 2.
And goes up and over 1.
Right. The slope is 1 over 1, so it goes like that, or it goes like this. So, negative 1 is not included. So at negative 1, that's where it actually is going to start. So it's going to look like that. And then between negative 1 and 1, inclusive, including negative 1 and 1, we're supposed to graph y equals x squared. So if I plug in negative 1 to the x squared, what do I get? If I plug in negative 1 into y equals x squared, what do I get right there?
Are we doing number 2?
No, you get a parabola.
If I plug in negative 1 for the x, though, what do I get? 1. So negative 1, 1, there is a point, actually. If I plug in 0, I get 0, so there's a point at 0, 0. If I plug in 1, I get 1. Yeah, it is a parabola. It's not a, or the bottom of a parabola. It's not a V or anything. And the last part is 1. What the heck does that mean?
Y equals 1?
Yeah, exactly. Y equals 1. What does that look like?
It's
Horizontal line through 1 on the
that was
y-axis.
on the ACT yesterday.
Was it really?
Yes.
Piecewise. And we missed it by a day then, didn't we?
I don't think I have that one. I don't remember.
You guys all had different ACTs?
Yeah.
I guess it'd make it harder to copy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. They were online, so they just like
Yeah.
plain paper.
Maybe they always did that, I don't know. Thought about it. Okay. Jackson, how'd you do on your ACT?
My math part was relatively easy. I thought it was fine. I mean, with all the
Must
review
have
we've
won the
done.
lottery because these two said they didn't like it. Drew, how do you feel like you did?
Bad.
I mean, there were
I
bits that I
probably
was
missed
like,
Well, I feel like I did okay, but it was pretty
The
good.
thing is, I think my other ones worked out better. I think I got lucky on the science one.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think
I
I
think my science one was relatively easy.
I tanked the science one. That was bad.
Science one was okay.
The first time I took it, I did not finish the science part.
I finished
I-
everything.
And then the next time I did it, I was like,
I finished English.
That's how I was in the
and
science because I knew it was
then
gonna be like that.
Yeah.
And then the first, my hardest
just
problems were like
leftover
the
time
first
to
ones, I
know for
think.
English.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Did you
At least
have
the
leftover
longest
time
reading
for
ones.
English?
For English, yeah.
So why is
Like,
Did you
why
have
is y
I think it was like 5 or
equals
6
x
minutes.
plus 2? Why is that a
had what?
13
point
minutes
at negative
left.
1,
When
1?
I finish
I would
English.
okay, so do you remember how to graph y equals x
Well,
plus
I thought I
1?
needed to hurry really fast, so I was just like flying.
you go up and one.
Or x plus 2, I mean.
I don't see where you're
So-
those numbers at all. I'm very confused.
On number 2, the top, see where it says g of x equals, and then all that stuff? So the g of x is like the y, right? Function name.
Right.
So at the beginning, it's supposed to be like y equals x plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 2, were you here for this, or were you gone? No, you were here. 2 is the y-intercept,
Mm-hmm.
so it'd be like right there.
Oh, so it's that line, but it's
But it
below.
doesn't, yeah, it doesn't start right. It's supposed to be everything less than negative 1 is that, so
Oh, okay.
I didn't graph all this stuff. quite a bit easier. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you just plug it in.
This was on the ACT.
Yeah,
It
this
was
is
on the
On all of your
I
ACTs?
think it was on mine.
I might have 2 of these actually.
I think I did too.
Did you get it right?
Yeah.
Not the same, but the same type.
I don't remember what it was, but I do think it was this. But I don't think it was this. I think you put it. I think it was like you put one inside the other one.
Yeah.
I think it was more like.
Like number 4.
I had
think so.
this.
You
I
can
had
actually-
number A, not number A. Letter
You can
A.
actually go back and
Number
see
3.
which questions you missed on the ACT.
Yeah, but A
I don't want to.
specifically. I did
Yeah.
that.
I would just retake the math one. Yeah.
You can retake just one part.
Yeah. They changed.
I think my worst score, I'm gonna just do that instead.
Well, I'm gonna just do whichever ones I don't want and then retake them.
Man, that would have been a lot easier.
I know.
Yeah, and you can like study really hard for that.
The writing one.
What
I
was
don't
your
really
writing
care.
prompt?
Mine was the close.
Which one?
Mine was the
Close one.
awards.
But also,
I don't know what the
we
close
didn't
one
have
was.
writing.
It was
Like dress to impress. Writing is
should you
kind of
dress to
against
impress or
you,
should you
like,
not
you
judge a
wanna
book by
show
its
your
cover?
college that you're a good
Okay.
writer.
Drew, what
Or
was
I think
yours?
if you get a certain score,
got the
you
awards
can
one.
like skip college.
The awards one? That's the one I got.
Yeah,
I
yours too.
I ripped into that one.
Probably depends on the college.
But now we've
Mine
got
was
top one and competition.
I kind of flamed our school on that one.
What?
On the awards one?
Yeah, because I hate the honors chapels, so that kind of hit home.
What'd you say?
I was like, they're stupid because it's just like the highest GPA is the only buddy that goes up, and it's like 1 student per class.
I thought they were pretty spread out this year for once.
My big thing about so
Our
one
class
of
is
the writing
amazing.
prompts that gave me is should we just give awards to everyone? And I did like a strongly disagree with
I don't
that.
know. I kind of tanked this year.
On the writing?
No, on the honor show.
Well, you got like 3.
Yeah, no. It's not here.
Yeah.
Tough break.
I may have stole like 2 from you.
Okay, so
she got tired.
Good.
I won.
Yeah, because the science one is because I had a bad test the week they decided the grades, and then the next test I got 110.
alright, why don't you guys try 3 and 4 on your own as much as you can.
I didn't think I was gonna.
Maybe, I don't know, you guys might have forgot how to do 3D.
Probably.
I'm gonna give him another piece of paper. I fold. You win, Mr. Gordon.
Drew gave me one too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Your paper feels funny. This is like
That's quite the bit.
I can literally read the entire thing through this. This is some thin paper.
Have you ever seen what paper looks like in a microscope?
No.
Little ropes. Little big ropes, I guess.
No.
Wish I would have been here or
Tomorrow's my last day here this week. I won't be here on Friday.
Where are you going?
OKC.
For what?
Dad's graduation.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's for sure.
All my family from Texas is coming up, so it's gonna be quite
Oh,
good.
Texas from Texas.
It's not fun, alright? See, I love my family, but two of them are prosperity gospel. One will try and exorcise me if I say Harry Potter in front of her.
Do it.
I'm going
Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
Abracadabra, and then she's gonna start praying for me. And then I'm gonna like speak in tongues and freak her out. That would be funny. See, you make fun of them, but you're so easily entertained by it.
Yeah.
It's funny that he thinks it's funny.
It's funny when Brady actually thinks it's
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, it
Because
is.
he genuinely thinks it's funny.
You guys remember on Monday when I said, Brady, wake up, take the test.
Yeah, what? We're at 12?
You said-
Yeah, number 12.
It was on 12. He was like, Drew, I'm not coming home because I don't want to miss math class. So I was like, oh, really? Okay. And then like at lunchtime or at lunchtime, I got a
taking
call
that?
from the Discord, which means he's on Tarkov.
After taking
He's on video
this,
games.
he
Yeah.
does not want to go to math class.
Yeah. I was like, no way.
I
I went
guarantee.
home and had
I'm shocked by that.
If I had to go to math
Went home with what?
yesterday after we finished,
I went to Chili's
I'd
yesterday
never
with
break
Nick.
down.
I ordered.
Well,
Did you have the
Well, I
morning
got
test?
a. I got a.
What?
Did you have the
Huh?
morning test?
No, after.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I got a gift card that I was supposed to split with him. So, I mean, you could have come, but you had to. No, you had the ACT, didn't you?
yeah.
Yeah, so you could have come.
Still not even.
Did it catch you?
Mhm.
No.
Oh no, I changed my answer because you had the other one.
Not to multiply.
Okay, I want to see what D is. Because I think I did D correctly.
Correctly.
Correctly. Did I say it wrong?
Correctly.
Correctly.
Correct.
I don't think that's a word.
Credity.
Wait, what did I do? I totally lost.
Oh, there was
Really?
no on the
Did it
writing
make
part.
it sound
On
right?
the writing part, I'm like, ooh, this will sound good, and then I'm like, I don't know how to spell that.
Yeah. That was.
I kept it
So
like
many
seriously,
times.
and I was like, wait.
That was
No,
my
and
That's
that's
entire.
why
why.
I didn't want to use it because I didn't want it to be spelled.
Yeah, exactly.
What was the word?
No, there was a lot of them.
No
There,
autocorrect.
yeah.
They
I
should
had-
put.
I
See,
had-
I'm really bad at
Yeah, no
spelling.
I
Yeah,
kept
me
using
too.
the
Anything like that, so if you're
stylus
typing and you're trying to get it into
Using
that.
the word-
Same word and put it in and be like, okay, I know how to spell that.
Using the word good is just not a
Yeah,
great
it's
word to
not.
keep using, but I can't spell like excellent or like
You gotta spell excellent.
Bro, my spelling's bad.
EX.
Like when I'm writing papers and I know I know how to spell something, I misspell it on purpose just so the autocorrect
Yes.
can get it.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, why do you have to misspell it on purpose?
Because I don't know how to spell it, but I know how to misspell it.
So the
You know how
autocorrect-
it's not spelled.
Exactly.
We're stunted.
See, here's the thing.
No, I
Spelling is
realized
the
that
worst
it wasn't
thing that
autocorrect.
I
I
think
So
that
it's
is
like,
one
okay, it's
thing
not.
that typing your papers on a laptop has
Oh, absolutely.
screwed us over with.
Absolutely.
See, but
It's
here's
not teaching us how to spell.
here's the thing.
You can get good at spelling if you read a lot. That helps.
Like Nick.
I read that. See, that is why Nick is probably the best
Nicky
speller.
Williams.
It's because Nick reads all the freaking time.
All right.
I got that, and then
This is not the answer. I just
No,
read.
don't you have
Got
to
it?
factor the top?
Okay, yeah, you could use long division, synthetic division, I forgot, or you could factor the top and cross it out. Sometimes it doesn't always cancel out though, but if it does cancel out, then you can do that. The top factors 2, x minus 2, x minus 1.
And so they're just the x minus 2's cancel out, right?
Yeah.
And then bada bing, bada boom. Let's go.
Yeah. X. Oh right, I got that.
I forgot how to do 4.
You didn't zoom in.
You just put it in.
Yeah, but I forgot which way it goes.
Bob.
Okay, the G
Thank you.
on 4A,
You put the G in the
the
end.
G goes in the
Oh,
F.
okay.
That's why you Bob.
Oh.
I don't think I remember this.
So
I'm just putting the answer.
No, I just like not do this and just write down your answer. Just go.
how about I do A and then you try
Right.
B. A is actually harder than B. So
Oh, facts.
A is just long on the sheet.
yeah,
Are we talking about 4?
yeah.
Okay, I'm doing.
I can do that. I know I can do that.
I know.
I can do it.
I understand the concept.
I can do it.
Oh wow, I like B a lot.
I like B a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, B is one of them.
Minus- There we go. I think I got A.
That one was tough.
Isn't it just minus 2?
Whoa,
Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. How am I supposed to do this? This is not okay.
Zero.
Hey, B is too long, dude. That is not what I got for 4.
Well, I'm sorry.
You said you were gonna do it
Wait.
at your own.
Wait. You're mean, alright? I'm just trying to figure this out so I can be a smart child.
Well,
And
you
you're
didn't
just.
You
say
have to
wait like
foil the
8
first
times.
one
It
and
was
then-
like-
Oh, that's what I
Distribute
did.
The next one and then.
That's what I did. I
Subtract
distributed
them
the
and then
first
add
one
two.
and didn't foil the second one.
Where'd you get the,
It
I
didn't
got
do
x
anything
squared
much.
minus
Just write the answer.
16.
Yeah, because it's 2 negatives.
You have to foil x minus 2 times x minus 2.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright, so did you guys do 4b at least?
I don't understand.
I didn't do it.
4B
I put all
Yeah.
my might into it.
Okay.
So
It's
F
just
goes
the
into
equation
G,
minus
right?
two
Hey,
ends
hey,
up
hey.
with plus two
That might
squared.
actually be
Just
what it was.
the first part of the first equation.
Right.
It almost messed me
say
up
that again.
because
What
I
do you
could
think it is?
understand what they were trying to not understand in
Oh,
Spanish.
So
yeah.
I'm using the same.
Yeah, you got it
So I
right.
just read it like all the way through.
So on 4b, I'm gonna say it just in case.
Racist test squared.
Just
For real.
Which
Maybe
one?
Because I put Hispanic on one, I think.
Yeah.
Which one?
On the English section, I got one about a person whose
And-
grandpa couldn't
I was
speak
just
English.
making an old face.
Because he was Spanish.
And then they have like Spanish writing, and I just read it.
What are you doing?
Yeah,
Did I just
well,
say
I
that
got mine
Daniel
for
going
some
up
reason,
there
I
was
just got it.
hilarious?
I think it was great racist questions.
Usually just did mine.
Jamal robs 3 stores. Good day.
If Jamal
Or
were
they
on,
keep 15 out of those.
I've got a cousin named Jamal actually.
I had a lot of
Is he
probability
white?
questions.
That's
He is.
racist.
And that
He's half
probability
Middle Eastern.
chapter we did.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's kind of cool.
His
You have
dad's
a what?
I'm sure he's on the
What
no
do you,
fly
how'd you
list.
say you related to him?
cousin.
Cousin.
The cousin who's what? Half.
Half
Middle Eastern named Jamal.
Iraqi. Well, his dad was from Iraq. But
When
American,
exactly did your dad come over, or his dad come over to the States?
I think for college.
What year would that have been?
Many moons ago. They probably, I don't know,
Before or after?
40 years ago.
Can you not do
What?
I said before or after the U.S. invasion.
Probably 50 years ago. What?
Can you not do
50 years ago. That would have been in the 70s.
Yeah, we don't do the writing
Yeah,
problems.
we're fine.
Uh,
Granted, that's when they started learning, Matthew.
It's when we gave them all the guns to protect themselves.
I don't think I
Against
wanna
us, and we're like,
teach
oh, no,
that.
think
I
that's
don't
good.
think we did number 6.
The British Empire.
Shh. Okay. How about 7? What is the graph paper would help on this?
Why are we not doing 6?
Because we weren't talking.
Because it's dumb.
Well, no, I was gonna
No,
skip
we're
that.
not doing 6. Listen, bro.
You listen.
No, I know what's going on with this.
I was just testing.
You have a headache?
That's what I thought.
See,
Because
just
Why do you
Matthew's
always
Just
have a
listen to
headache?
me.
never wrong.
Exactly.
Because she doesn't
But he
sleep.
doesn't listen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Huh?
wrong.
Sorry, I was
Sure.
Yeah, wrong.
I
You're
just
wrong.
slept last night.
No, I disagree.
See.
You're
I
wrong
slept really
again.
well the night before last
See, if you
night.
just
Because I
listen to
purposely
him
tried
about
to do
disagreeing,
something.
I can be
So you
wrong,
would make
you
your
can
brother's
be right.
mistake.
The only way I would be wrong
If I listen.
was
Just-
right.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm,
didn't,
Okay.
and if you listen, then he'd be right.
but I'm not going to. He's wrong.
Guys, on number
But your
7,
point's so
okay, 7a, what does that 1/2 do to the graph?
It makes it go flat.
Makes
That's
sense.
right.
Half as tall, half as far away from
Yeah.
the y-axis, basically.
Are we writing any of this down?
Was flatter the right word for that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
Maybe.
if you make it bigger, then it
Flatter's-
goes steeper.
Pretty good word.
Math equation.
Oh, this
Taller, shorter, I don't know.
It's not a cookie.
My name is
Jordan.
Joaquin.
is synonymous. It's the same word.
Here, I'll,
Bad.
you guys just keep these for the next couple days. I'm just using it.
No.
Yeah, there's. Okay.
I'm definitely gonna remember what this is there.
Just put it place.
I'm not wrong.
They're always wrong.
That's inaccurate information. You know who was wrong?
Not me.
Somebody doesn't even know who some
It's like
actors'
double
names are.
For real.
in 1984.
What?
It's like doublethink in 1984. You can't. You gotta have two contradictory ideas in your mind that exist at the same time.
Okay. In the next 4 minutes, why don't you guys try number 7? Okay, do you guys remember? Okay, Drew. What happens on B? Do you guys remember that one?
Oh, it goes down to
It
the
like
zero and then it
bounces
bounces back up.
The negative part flips to the positive part. The positive part stays positive. By negative and positive, I mean positive is above the x-axis, negative is below
Which graph are we looking
the
at?
x-axis. That exercise 7 on the right.
I don't see it bounce. Oh, would you change
You're
it?
gonna make it bounce.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
What does C do to the graph?
Flips it.
Vertical flip, yes.
Oh, how do you reflect a line?
You like fold it over.
Yeah, but like, what do you do to it? Is it do you like make it negative? How do you do it?
Is this an ACT?
Yeah, I just remembered it.
Oh, I remember that. The triangle one?
No,
What was
it's
your
a triangle,
question?
it's a line.
It was like, what would
like
some
this?
point be if you reflected the line? Something.
Oh, I had that question. What would
It'd be
the,
like this.
yes, if you reflected it across the y-axis was mine.
I don't know if that's what it was.
Would it make the
This,
x's
however far away
negative?
this is, that's how far away this is.
So it would change the x value to negative and positive.
Oh, I
I
think
got
I
it
did.
right. I think I got it right.
Maybe. I don't know. I guess I don't know. Probably not. That's a reflection across the y-axis.
Yeah,
But I don't remember what one was.
might be a little bit different. What does D do to the graph? Put a -2 directly on the x.
Moves it right.
Right, 2.
Facts.
So do we have to graph those or since we talked about it, we're all good?
What did A do?
How about,
A made it flatter, we'll go like this.
how about, let's graph A and B at least, because I'm a little bit concerned that you guys won't get that right. Even though we talked about it. And I'll graph it too.
I felt like it was most prepared for the math test. I took like 2 extra practice tests.
I felt like I was prepared for the math test.
Yeah.
Until I got to it.
Every other test I felt unprepared for, and then I didn't really go on.
I thought I was gonna be really bad with science.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't think I
Well, I feel like that's just because Miss Conrad picked a really hard practice test.
did. But it was somewhat similar, just like
It was.
easier to read kinda.
Yeah.
We at least didn't have like paragraphs, big paragraphs of experiments to read. Well, at least I didn't.
Yeah. I think I did have some pretty good ones to read.
This is the 1/2 graph.
I got that answer. The absolute value ones are easy too. Because it's just not negative.
This is, oops,
Is that B?
yeah. Come on now.
Anybody got any fun plans for the weekend?
I'm gonna watch Dr. Strange. It's
And
probably
chains without road.
I just that's fair. Listen, there's one stipulation I'm going to keep. she's gonna think that she's right, and then I'm gonna have to hear
We
it.
are wrong.
Incorrect. Never wrong.
Why don't you just ask Mrs. Dakey?
She won't.
Look, I don't trust any of them if they remember correctly.
I don't
Completely
either.
honest.
I don't even think
trust
it's
the
crafty.
teacher
Regardless of what they said, because she definitely says that that's where we were, or at least said. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, on number 8, that's using the picture on the right. What is the fundamental period of G?
1,
You guys
2,
remember what that means?
3.
How
4,
far
5.
goes up and down
One
from the
movement.
middle?
No.
It's a
that's
period,
the
so it's how
amplitude.
far before it repeats itself.
Repeats
Yeah.
So,
5.
See, 5
5.
I literally remember
Yeah.
this question.
Looks like 5.
on the ACT.
No.
No, on the in here. Yeah, we've done this before, but you guys probably forgot. It's a long time ago. What
I don't
is
think I got any, like,
Minimum is 1
of
and
these.
-3.
right? The max is 1 because it goes up to 1 on the y-axis. The minimum is -3. What is the amplitude?
That is what I said
4.
the first time.
4.
Not 4.
It's not 4,
four's
it's
the
2.
height.
2.
It's two,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
It's
right.
for the middle.
Yeah,
Or it's just 2 in the middle.
goes up and down 2 from the middle.
Height would be 4.
Okay, number 9. I hate these numbers problems. You remember how to make an inverse function?
Negative
You switch the X and the Y.
Yes.
Oh.
Switch the x and the y.
Hey, you act so confident, but you don't act confident about how you had to be tested yesterday.
Who knows? Who's bad? See, if it was this stuff, it'd be fine.
What if Daniel did better than you?
No, I had this thought, and I was like, I will not tell anyone. I will straight up just say it got lost. It's not happening. It's not
I'm
happening.
pretty sure your parents are gonna find out.
What did Daniel do?
No, you got I think you got a
It's
24.
not awful.
24. It's either 24 or 25.
Better than average.
Well, whatever he got it on everything. So he got like 20.
He tied on
24 English
everything.
reading, whatever. He got on the exact same.
That's consistent. That's pretty good.
Which he probably should have done better on the English and reading. He's actually.
Oh yeah,
he's
he's an
actually
English
good
guy.
at it.
Isn't he?
He's a
It's
history
Daniel, so
guy,
probably
really.
didn't try.
Yeah.
So the reading or the writing thing is
Yeah, he was
the
pretty
10.
funny today.
Yeah.
We should know
So
these
is that
things.
what's like an average score for that?
Probably like a 7. I don't
I
know.
feel like
It's 5.
Dave,
Five is
he
average.
should be like a 4th member of 3 Dog Night,
Of what?
like a rock band from the 60s. That's all I
Yeah,
figured.
the writing thing has gone down. The average is awful these days.
Mine was. I think it was good. It just wasn't very long.
That was me.
Yeah, me too. I couldn't make mine.
How many?
The problem is, it's such a small, like, simplistic little thing.
You didn't see
It's
the
not
number
something
one?
you can write like 5
Check
pages
out
about.
seven.
You know in what thousands range it was?
7.
I think mine was 7 or 8.
I forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah. What am I doing? Oh, and then you switch the x and y to find the inverse, and then you solve for y. How could I solve this for y, guys? How could I solve this for y?
You can make it 3. Wait, what? Oh, square. Sorry.
Right.
I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
it was.
Wow.
I was just like, at least I don't think I did that bad yesterday.
Okay, then what?
You don't know your score yet.
The one felt,
Probably just got
Decent.
different
Yeah.
tests.
yeah, I did.
So we're trying to solve for y. How do I get y by itself right here?
Square root.
Add over the 9, or subtract over the 9. Sorry.
Square root.
Divide by negative.
Divide by -1.
Bro,
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
square.
peeked at math.
Okay,
that's fine.
now what?
Square root.
So
Duty.
something's a little bit wrong with this, though. Do you guys know what it is?
You're
Negative
supposed to
a.
have
Back.
negative.
No, not
Negative
that.
a plus 9. Yeah.
Plus minus.
Oh. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
You like saved all your math brain for today.
I know. Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Where was this yesterday?
So really that makes 2 functions. Like,
Why is it plus minus?
Because we squared root.
anytime you use a square root that's what happens. Because if x squared is 9, for example, when you square that, x could be 3, but it also could be negative 3. Anytime you use the square root trick,
On a variable.
yeah.
On anything.
No.
So this is not a function because x squared plus 9, didn't we graph that earlier? We graphed like something like that earlier.
X squared minus 16.
It was like that, and then if you do a negative version, it'd be like that. So it's not a function. This does not have a inverse function. That's what we just learned.
So we should.
But the other one does. G of x equals 2x minus 3.
Wait, so the answer was.
It says find which one has an inverse.
So the other one is much simpler. It's just y equals 2x minus 3. So if you switch the x and the y,
We really should have started with it.
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's good math practice though over there. Basically it's this, or 1/2 x plus 3 halves, or something like that. Divided by 2. That's the inverse function. You guys remember how the inverse notation,
Oh wow,
Like
we
that.
only have 5 minutes left?
or G?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah, we haven't been very efficient. Well, it's okay. We're kind of, we're on.
We don't have Brady.
Yeah, without Brady, it really goes a lot faster.
You know, every time Brady's not here, we just
It's
fly
just
through.
great when Brady's not here.
Yeah, every time Brady's not here, it's just
Yeah,
fantastic.
fast.
So you guys triumph when Jordan's not here and when Brady's not here.
Well, Brady's gonna watch this.
They're talking to the computer.
Brady probably won't watch this because he doesn't want to.
How much you
want
wanna
to Tarkov?
I mean, we talked about Brady like
No,
several
he'll
times
play
already.
golf when he knows he has to
Do you
do
think
it.
he's gonna watch this or not?
He watched last time.
I can make a bet with Brady that, like, and if he watches this, I owe him money. But if he doesn't, I'll like.
No, because now he's gonna come back and he's like, Drew, you owe me money.
Without proving he watched.
Yeah. But if he doesn't watch it, then there's no way to come
Last
back.
time he watched it, and then he came back and he was like, "You guys," he used a big word. What did he say?
Slander.
Slandered me like
Oh,
5 times.
Slander.
Slender is a very large word for Brady.
Yeah, he's kind of impressed. Did you guys look?
Anything over
just
4
learn
letters is more
history or something?
Wordle's a stretch. Each day, Wordle's a stretch for him. He's just gonna.
He just takes a 4-letter word and adds an S to it.
We're really gonna hear about it now if we watch it. I'm not too worried. All right. We almost made it. The links of the right triangle. Oh yeah, that'll compute.
I really wish there was more right triangle stuff.
But honestly, yeah, you said there's a whole lot of right
Well,
triangles.
usually there is. That's what everyone says.
Sokoto question.
Bro, there were so many online and they were so stupid. Because it wasn't just normal Sokoto, it was like, it was dumb.
It was the fancy
I think
stuff.
I saw something that said there's supposed to be like 4 on
I have a
average.
There was more than
Do you
4. It
draw
was like, they were
trapezoid?
square rooting it for some
Can you draw
reason. And I had no idea what was going on.
Okay, so you know the angles of the bottom right.
Oh yeah,
So like, I think the bottom right was like 55.
Good.
yeah, I remember
Oh,
this.
And you have like the top left or so, was it
No,
the
it's
top?
the bottom two.
No,
No,
you
The
just
bottom
asked.
2 are the same, are they
No.
not?
If
No,
it's
it was
not-
a different
Only
one.
if it's an isosceles.
It was an isosceles.
It was not.
It was
Okay.
55, 47,
It
and
wasn't
then
an
Okay,
isosceles.
they got different. You guys have different questions. What was yours?
Yeah, and so it was asking, it had one other angle, but it was asking for the top right angle.
It was not isosceles trapezoid.
I don't think
no,
so.
it's not.
Okay, well, actually, that doesn't matter in this case. Since these 2 lines are parallel, these are.
You can make a right angle.
Do they add up to 180?
Yeah, you got that one.
That's what I did.
Same side
Why
interior.
why did they give me
angles.
this test? Jeez.
I forgot the rules, so I just.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've dealt
A
with
lot of stuff in geometry adds up to 180, so that's usually a pretty good guess.
Except the circle.
360.
360 in the circle.
Just put 5.
I had a degrees one, like kind of like the clock, but
Oh, I think I had a clock one.
not. the
Yeah,
clock.
the answer
Well,
is
I
4.
actually, oh no, it was like, it rotated a certain amount of times and you had to change
I
that
had
to
that
minutes or
one.
something.
Okay,
It was
I had
the
a
one where it
math
rotates
in a youth
I think they picked certain
resolution
questions.
per minute
I had a math
And it
test in a
says
youth
how
group
many
game a
degrees
few
has it
weeks ago.
rotated
And one of my
in-
friends
But the
had
thing I
remembered
didn't get is like
area
it
formula
wouldn't
for one of
admit